Let me share with you that my hand represents a high-impact 9mm weapon. But for the sake of safety, I'm going to press this button here, and I'm going to take out the magazine. And we'll put that away. Then I'm going to rack the gun back, and the bullet in the chamber pops out, and I want to put that away. Then I want to pull the slide back, lock it, and I want to show you that there is no magazine in the gun, and there is no bullet in the chamber. Having that understanding and validating that this gun is empty, would you allow for someone to point this empty gun when it's ready to fire at your temple? The common answer to that is no. Why? Because you don't play around with something that has the potential to kill. So I want to put this gun to one side. Now I want to talk about a 12-pack of beer. This 12-pack of beer is something that I take to a friend's house after an invitation to go watch a baseball game. We fraternize, eat finger food, and we drink about 5 or 6 beers through the evening. At the end of the game, I'm ready to go home. I have to go to work the next day. And as I'm leaving, my friend says to me, "Are you all right, Joe? Are you going to be okay?" And I say, "Of course. I'm not all that drunk." And I get into my car, put my seatbelt on, turn the ignition on, put it on drive, and I leave, knowing that I'm only 3 miles away and about 3 stoplights away. Now, as I'm going, I feel as though I'd like to listen to some classic rock music, and I take out a CD of The Doors. But as I take out this CD, I find it somewhat difficult to put it in the chamber of the CD unit so I could hear my song. It causes me to look away from the wheel, and finally I get it in. As I get back to the wheel, I see that the light is green as I'm entering an intersection a quarter of a mile away. And I'm trying to find the right number to the song that I want. Again, it takes me away from the wheel, and I finally get that right. And I have my song, and I go back to the wheel, and suddenly I'm entering an intersection, and there's this van coming when my light is red, and I crash into the driver's side of the vehicle, sending the vehicle in a spin and landing up against a light pole. Both passenger and driver are pronounced dead at the scene. Later, it's found that a child in the child seat in the back is also dead from a broken neck due to the G-forces. Now, police come and they interview me, and I explain to them that I was watching a game and I had a few beers and that I was trying to put the CD, and suddenly, as I looked up, the light went from green to red, and I was too close already to the intersection to stop, and I hit the vehicle. I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident. I have insurance, and I can pay for this. The officer says, "Have you been drinking?" "Yes." "Please put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for 3 counts of felony drunk driving and 3 counts of felony manslaughter." As they're putting me into the cage vehicle, I'm trying to explain to them it was an accident. I've never been in trouble in my life. They tell me to tell it to the judge. So we have 3 fatalities. There was a 12-pack involved. I want to put the 12-pack over here and ask you, the empty gun, the 12-pack, which of the 2 has the potential to kill? I know, you're going to say both. They do, except for one thing. That one thing is, you have more fear and respect for the weapon that's empty, as opposed to the 12-pack. And my point is this: drunk driving accidents will continue in America until society as a whole can look at that 12-pack in the same vein that we look at the gun as a potential entity to kill. Thank you.